That was kind of weird. But anyway, sometimes you got to make videos when the spirit hits you. And I've been recently thinking a lot about the uncertainty that we face. There's been a lot of emotional turmoil and energy that's been used up by a lot of people, and particularly those in the black community at the moment. And there are a lot of other people who are facing a lot of uncertainty when it comes to COVID-19, uncertainty with their jobs, unemployment, stress um, from having to care for loved ones and teaching their kids at home now instead of being in the school environment. So there's a lot of uncertainty around a lot of things right now. And I've been asked a lot, in particular, and had a lot of conversations around what have I done and some of the things that I've been thinking about recently when it comes to finding a center in all of this. And I think over the last couple of weeks, I've really set with the idea of finding clarity in the chaos. And I think I've learned over the last several years, and particularly around doing things around contemplative practices and reflection and spending time with other people, thinking about my own growth and where I want to go. Um, I've learned that there's always clarity in every situation. The question is, how do we find that clarity, and how do we get clarity? And what I would offer to people in this situation is to really be attuned and really have your own practice. One of the things that I found really fascinating doing my research when I did my dissertation, which in that link I'll put it below, one of the major themes and probably the most foundational theme of my research and the findings, and the quick backstory is that I did my research about contemplative practices and how community college faculty members used it. And one of the things that they said over and over and over was having their own practice and being consistent in their own practice help them to be able to use contemplative practices in the classroom. Now, some of you may be thinking, well, what is a practice? Well, when you think about these very general ideas of practice, it's meditation, it's yoga, it's journaling, it's singing, it's dancing, using chime bowls and spirituals, and sometimes there's prayer for some people, or being able to go to a sacred place. So these ideas of these practices are ways that we find centering. And again, in my research, these faculty members, the thing that they said that helped them the most is by having their own practice. And so what I would offer to anyone out there who is facing some uncertainty or some grief and anger and really trying to find clarity in this moment, I would really encourage you to get in tune with your practice. So if that means doing a 5-minute breathing session, or doing yoga, or joining a virtual meditation process, or doing a meditation from YouTube. YouTube has a lot of great resources out there. And I would also encourage you to, those who you may know who have their own practice, whatever that is, reach out to them, ask them, hey, how's your practice? How did you get started? So for me, I think it's very much just doing small practices that allow us to find a sense of clarity in this time of uncertainty. So for me, I definitely will offer this idea of starting your own practice that allows us to have centering and thoughts and clear thoughts, concise thoughts about a lot of the uncertainty that we face in this moment. So that's my offering for this Friday. Enjoy, be well, be safe, and always, always find clarity in the chaos.